So, I just entered North Macedonia from Greece about a half an hour ago, and 3 shots of homemade brandy, rakia, grape rakia. I'm ready to explore some remnants of Yugoslavia along this lake, Lake Doiran. And here is the 43 square kilometer Lake Doiran. It's the 3rd largest lake partially in North Macedonia after Lake Ohrid and Lake Prespa. 2 lakes you know about because you've no doubt seen my Great Lakes video of North Macedonia, another Spomenik run. I'll put a link to it in the description section. This lake is shared with Greece, which has about 15 square kilometers of it. But what put this lake on the map for me is that out of the 7 primary youth pioneer children's resorts built in the Socialist Republic of Macedonia, Yugoslavia, the largest one was built on this lake. Let's take a look. The brutalist Youth Pioneer Children's Resort, the so-called Nikolic Resort, was unveiled in 1987 and created by architect Borislav Yosifov. Little pioneers, we are a proper army. Like the green grass, we grow daily. Death to fascism, freedom to the people. My mum will call me her little pioneer. That's the lyrics to a song you'd find in any Little Pioneer's textbook. During Yugoslavia's communist period, from 1945 to 1992, various forms of self-governing were defined in the Constitution and encouraged by the state. A widely used option was SIZ, in English, self-governed interest communities, which were founded and run by a group of self-organized people. The SIZ would decide how to channel the money they obtained, mostly through collective work efforts or direct donations from its members. And often the money would fund something useful for the entire community, such as this Youth Pioneer Children's Resort. This resort covered an area of almost 4 square miles on the shore of Dorian Lake, near the small village of Nikolic, which is right on the border with Greece, without a border crossing, without an official border crossing. Children from all over Yugoslavia were given the chance to stay for free in the avant-garde buildings of this idyllic resort, which was abandoned in the 1990s during the Yugoslavia wars. The locals of Nikolic, the village, still recall what they refer to as the golden era, when more than 300 of them were employed by the camp here. The Republic of Macedonia tried to auction off all the SIZ resorts in 2015, but this Little Pioneers Youth Camp had no takers. In the summer of 2017, it was reported that this Nikolic camp would be used to house over 500 refugees and migrants, and the local communities all around the lake rose up against this idea. The plan was quickly nixed. And so it remains abandoned, as you see here, perhaps used only to store hay. I know. You're here for Spomeniks. Patience. And if you're new to the Spomenik world, you're in for a real treat. A Spomenik, for the purposes of this playlist, it is a Yugoslav-era World War II monument, often abstract, often brutalist. For a more precise definition, start from the beginning. A link to the playlist, the highly acclaimed series, is in the description section. Let's take a look at the city beach. I want to go swimming tomorrow. Maybe here? here's a monument to this stunning and beautiful and brave Doirana, who gave her name to this lake by killing herself in it. Yeah, legend has it that long ago, a Turkish pasha fell in love with her, ordered her to his tent, and rather than have sex with the Turk, she chose death. And so the lake was named in her honor. Let's see here. The guy that gave me the brandy recommended it. I ordered a Macedonian hamburger, Pljeskavica. It's been 40 minutes. 40 minutes for it. That's a special hamburger. I mean, it's one of the world's best hamburgers. It's, completely inside of a pita, topped with kaymak, a kind of a buttery cream, and stuffed with cheese. It's also stuffed with hot pepper. See my eyes? I see you. I know. The Pljeskavica and the beer and the water came out to 600 denar, about 10 euros. Credit card machine was broken. Told the waitress I didn't have any cash, and she said, don't worry about it. Sign me up. Repeat customer. Let's drive up to the town's Ottoman clock tower. Wow. If my leg didn't hurt so bad, now would be the time to climb the Ottoman clock tower. Looks like someone broke the door down there. And a Turkish bath. The Ottomans were here in Old Doiran, Star Doiran. Good morning. This is what 20 euros a night gets you, by the way, in Doiran. I can see the Ottoman clock tower from the balcony. Good morning, Astra. Yeah, his name is Astra, which is Greek. Sky. There's like 10 trillion of these little bugs around the lake. They're everywhere. They're in the car, they're in the room. Can't get rid of them. The hosts say they spray, but it does nothing. Driving down Marshal Tito Street in Doiran, and about 30 minutes away is a town known as the Balkan Las Vegas. Let's check it out. So there are a number of casinos in this town, Gevgelia, but we're not here to gamble. Rumor has it there are some Spomeniks in town. Here's your first Spomenik. I know it's not abstract, but that's because this was probably created around the 1960s. It's a monument to Sava Mihailov, and he was a local leader of the MRO. It's a Macedonian revolutionary organization, primarily concerned with freedom from the Ottoman Empire. Now, they were low on funds in the early 1900s, and so they resorted to a lot of kidnappings. The most famous kidnapping that he arranged was of Protestant missionaries, an American and a Bulgarian, and he extracted a large ransom from the Ottomans, after which they killed him. In 1905, age 28. Decoration on the town's theater. Looks like a modernized Turkish bath. right, this is the pedestrian center. Quick walkthrough. Here's another Spomenik. This one honors the local fighters of Gevgelia who participated and perished in the People's Liberation Struggle. It's World War II. This dates probably to around 1950s. That's why it's not abstract. You can see the Partizan star up there at the top. Another casino. So Vegas. Balkan Vegas. The Macedonian Orthodox Church, Saints Cyril and Methodius, built 1896. Check out this bell tower / clock tower. Let's get the highest rated coffee in town and push on. How about lamb for breakfast? There's a good lamb place at the village down the road. Javor. A friend in Niš, Serbia, said, I must have lamb here. This 12-meter tall, decaying skeleton of a memorial sculpture was completed in 1969 by Jordan Grabul and Blagoj Kolev. It's named the Freedom Flower, and it's dedicated to those who died in the Ilinden Uprising against the Turks in 1903, the Ottoman Empire, as well as those who perished during World War II. It's been stripped of its aluminum panels, and there are no inscriptions ever since it was moved from its original location on Vardar Hill to where you see it now. And to add insult to injury, it's surrounded by these brand new communications towers, which were put up in 2017. One more Spomenik in a village about 8 minutes up the road, and then I want to go swimming. Here in a traffic circle in the village of Negorci is a 1981 Spomenik by Macedonian sculptor Branko Koneski, dedicated to 9 local partisans who perished during the events of World War II. Well, I had read 1981, but the inscription here indicates October 11th, 1982. And in the square are 9 stones representing the 9 killed partisans. All right, no stop till Partizan Beach. I lied. Quick stop at Kaldurmata Beach because house on stilts. Now, Partizan Beach. Dude, why do you care so much about the Partizan Beach? I just passed a brown sign. It said St. Elias Church. Look at this. Looks pretty cool. This was built in 1848 with permission from the Ottomans. So the Macedonian villagers built this church, and then the Ottomans handed it over to the Greek Orthodox Church. Services had to be in Greek, which was not the language of this town. Caused a bit of problem. Then the Bulgarians came in 1916 and destroyed it. Oh, we can go inside. You'll have to imagine what this was like, filled with colorful frescoes and mosaics. You win. Party's on beach. You shut up about it now? I'm going in. It's 96 degrees Fahrenheit. Walking to Fuktak Beach Bar. See what that's like. It appears to be a family beach. I'll go back to the grandma and grandpa parties on beach. It's more my speed. Right there is Greece. I've only seen 3 boats on this lake. Watch how he chases the fish toward him. My arms still hurt and it's still hard to walk, but I'm finding this really helps. It's time to say goodbye to this border town. Goodbye, Doiran. Goodbye, third largest lake partially in Macedonia.